Hey everybody, what's going on? I don't know if I ever showed you guys Purkina. This was the cat that I picked up a little bit after Christmas. I was going to get another cat for Miranda. I don't know if I showed you guys Miranda, um, but this is Purkina. Isn't she cool? She's like desert camouflage. She's a good-looking cat, man. And that's one of the things that drew me to her. I looked at her on the website for the ASPCA, and I was like, wow, what an interesting looking cat. This cat is actually digital camo. I've never seen that before. They call it a semi-tortie. I don't know what that is. So I looked at her online, and every time I went to go get to go see her, it was never the right time. The place was always closed. There was always some kind of issue. And one time I got down there because I don't have too many days off. I got down there and they're like, we're cleaning up and we're not going to be ready till 2 o'clock. But I actually had to go to work at 3, so I was like, it is what it is. And it was meant to be. It was meant to be. And apparently I've been down here 5 times and it's not meant to be. So I was out with my mom shopping, and I went into the local Petco. And this is a unique looking cat. I've never seen a cat that looks like this. So I went in there and they were having an adoption thing, and I look in the window and I see all these cats running around, and I see this one cat staring right at me, staring in the window. And this is like 40 miles away from the shelter that I was going to try and find her. And I thought if she wasn't on the website anymore. I thought somebody adopted her, and I look and I'm like, wow, that's Burkina. That's the cat I saw. Like I said, there's not too many cats that look like this, and I had exactly $90 in my pocket, and that was my money for the entire week. Everything, gas, everything, and I'm a firm believer in when things are meant to be, they're meant to be. And I was like, my mom goes, oh well, that's probably not her, and there's probably another cat. And I said, well, what could it hurt to ask? So I asked the girl behind the counter. I go, what's that cat's name? And she's like, that's Burkina. She hitched a ride from New Orleans. She was in a kill shelter, and she had one day. She was there for 6 months. She had one day left to live, and they were going to put her down. And she goes, she hitched a ride down here on one of the vans. They run back and forth from the southern states, where there's kill shelters around here where there's no kill shelters. We have one, I believe. I think it's the Humane Society. I think they put cats down and dogs down. I'm just not a big fan of, unless they're vicious or something where they can't be retrained. I mean, I get it, but cats are great, and I knew right then and there. I was like, well, there was a reason why I came out today, and there was a reason why she was here, and I was like, I can't leave her here. I couldn't live with myself if I went home and blew it off, and someone else scooped this little kitty bear up. So I went ahead and I went through the motions, and I was like, well, when I went to the ASPCA by my house, when I adopted Miranda, and I'll show you guys Miranda the next couple of weeks. It was like 2 hour process, blah blah blah, and then in the Petco, she was just like, she checked me out. She knew I was a third time adopter, and I've taken them all to the vet, taking good care of them. So she was just like, yeah, it's $80, and it's $80 to adopt as many cats as you want. And I was like, well, I'll see how Burkina goes. So I picked up Burkina, and we took her home, and she's shy. She must have been a feral cat. She's not as, she's affectionate. She's a good girl. She likes to get up and watch TV and watch movies, especially cowboy shootout movies. So we're a good pair. She does her own thing. Miranda's more of like a love bug. She likes to hang out. We all like to hang out together. But the problem that I had was Miranda was with other cats, and she was cool with that. But once she was here for 8 months, she decided she wants to take over the whole house. And when I brought a new cat into the environment, man, it didn't go good. And it literally took me 5 months to get these two to the point where they actually tolerate each other. It was a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of wrestling around with these guys and with my squirt bottle until I got it right. I tried everything. I tried pheromones. I tried separation. I tried playtime. Man, I tell you, it took me 5 months to get these guys together. And she's a strange looking cat, man. I'll give it that. She's got this big body, and then she's got these little legs, kind of like the cat on Pet Cemetery, Stephen King. But isn't that weird? The crazy, the camouflage on there. Isn't that look? It looks just like digital camo to me. I think it does. You good looking cat you are. Ah, yeah, that's right. So she's home and she's happy, and Miranda's home and she's happy. Everybody's happy. But like I said, they tolerate each other. They don't really like to hang out with each other. When I'm here, it seems like they run around and run amok. But when I'm not here and I come home, one's sleeping in the bed, one's sleeping in a drawer, like a dresser drawer, and everybody's happy. It seems like the show gets put on when I come home. So I want to show you Purkina. When I get Miranda's hiding under the bed because I vacuumed and had the washing machine going and the dryer's going now. So she's all pooped out. But it was one of those things. And like I said, some things are meant to be. And a lot of people say, well, that's complete coincidence. Nah, because I'm not really a creature of habit, and I don't go to those places very often. And the likelihood of me actually showing up there was like slim and none. And the rush I felt when I looked through that window, and I was like, oh my God, that's Purkina. What's she doing here? And I thought, this is going to be such a drag. But man, I was in and out in like 15 minutes. And I went in there, and she was in there with other cats too, and she was cool with everybody. She just wants to play and hang out. Miranda doesn't like cats anymore. She became anti-cat. But everything's cool now. I'm gonna put a video up with my HD camera and see if I have it working. I've been fiddling around with that for a while. This isn't the most exciting video in the world, but I wanted to show you guys Purkina, and I wanted to show you she's okay. Everybody's happy. And I'll show you Miranda cat probably next week. And I'll finish up the video on the Black Hawk power pack. I just received that in the mail, so I'll show you guys that too. Alright guys, it's Sunday. I hope you have a great day. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not getting that other pistol. I'm just not going to do it. I have a lot of bills, and I thought about it. I went to look at it. It's way more than I thought it was going to be. And I'm like a girl, man. When I go shopping, I mean, I'm not like a chick. I don't dress up like a woman in like high heels, like a wino on stilts or anything like that. But what I do is I go to the store and I see something I want, and I want it so bad at the time, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll do anything to get it. Whip the credit card out, and then I'm paying for it for like 2 years. I'm just not going to get into that again. So that's going to be it for me and guns. I have as many as I want. That's it. I'm not buying anymore. I've said that a million times. Maybe I'll buy another lever action rifle, but other than that, I'm cool. I like the 2 handguns I have. I don't have the storage space for it in the safe anyway, and I don't want to stack them in there and get them all scratched up. So I figured I'd show you guys Purkina. That's her in all of her undiluted glory. She's a good kitty bear. Yeah, you are. Good little baby. Later, guys.